Look, I will admit to being a bit of an xDuoo fanboy, and there's good reason for that. I've been a fan of theirs since I bought their little mini MP3 player years and years ago. What was it called? Oh, I can't remember. It was such a good little device. I think it was an X2 or something like that. Anyway, every other xDuoo device I've tried since then has been awesome. And lately they've started making a lot of these desktop components, and they're sticking with this aesthetic, the gunmetal grey with the perforated surfaces and the red knobs. So when I found out this one was coming to me, I got very excited, and then I got somewhat disappointed. And now I'm not sure exactly how I feel about it. But let's get into it. In this video, I'm looking at the xDuoo TA22 DAC and balanced tube headphone amplifier. Let's get it. What's cracking, audio fans? It's David here from Prime Audio Reviews, and it's a bit of a beast, isn't it? I don't know if you can hear that. I don't want to hit it too hard, obviously, on the table, but it weighs about 3 kilograms. It is a beast. It's a chunky beast, and she gets warm too. She gets pretty warm. Now, as you can see in the top, you've got some tubes there, and they come with these nifty little things that do a nice job of protecting them, or you can take them off if you want to see the full glory of the glow. They do a little bit of a glow, not a big one. So the chassis feels solid as heck. It is, yeah, it's a tank. You could probably drive over this in a car and it would come out unscathed. Let's have a look at the front panel. And there she is. I hope you can see that all right. So it's got this lovely big display. Some people don't like the yellow color of the text there. I think it looks pretty nice actually. So you got this nice big display. Then you've got a 6.35mm single-ended headphone out, 4.4mm balanced, and an XLR balanced headphone out. And then you've got your volume knob, which is also a multifunction button. And with that, you can do all kinds of things like cycle through your various outputs, which I probably should tell you what they are instead of just doing it. All right, we got we got USB, we got coaxial, optical, Bluetooth, balanced, and auxiliary. Yes. So it also comes with Bluetooth. And yes, it does support those high-res Bluetooth codecs like aptX and LDAC. Let's switch it around to the back. And I'll just pop that out for the moment. Oh, she is pretty warm. And let's have a look here. So right here, you've got your auxiliary out, but this is the tube auxiliary out. So this actually gets that flavor and coloration from the tubes. However, if you want to use it just as a pure DAC with a clean pure signal, you can output from here. And then you've got an auxiliary in, you've got your balanced inputs here. That's your 4.4mm input, which is something that I think we'll be seeing more and more of, quite unusual. Optical input, coaxial in, USB in, there's your Bluetooth antenna, there's your voltage selector, and there's your power switch. And as usual, I've started rambling before I told you what the price is. So let me tell you that right now, and the price is $489. Inside of here, you've got dual ES9038Q2M DAC chips, and these little tube guys here, they are 12AU7 tubes. What else can I tell you? HD Bluetooth, as I mentioned. It's got that nice OLED display. It's got MQA renderer as well. Output power up to 3000 milliwatts. Yeah, 3000 milliwatts. And DSD 256 native. So yes, this is a powerful beast. And that is one of the issues that I actually have with it. Now let me tell you a little bit about how things went with this. The first day I got this, plugged in my Sennheiser HD650s. And I was one happy lad. I was so super happy. it sounded great. I loved the hefty feel of it. I loved the display. I was having such a good time, sounding so good. And then I changed headphones, and then I heard the noise. And the noise I'm talking about is background noise or background hiss. And it's particularly bad with IEMs, but it's even noticeably audible on certain efficient headphones. Things like the Moondrop Void, things like the Meze 99 Classics. You can hear that noise floor, that background buzzing, and it's really quite distracting. For certain headphones, the HD 650 for example, obviously there's no hissing there because they are a high impedance headphone. So first of all, I'm just going to say that right up. If you are primarily using IEMs, or if you use a lot of IEMs in your rotation, this is going to frustrate you like mad unless you get an impedance adapter that you can use. And even if you've only got sort of low impedance or very efficient headphones, this still might not be the best choice. It is very powerful, and yeah, so maybe not the best option for a lot of headphones and IEMs out there. It probably doesn't matter as much for speakers. I didn't really notice the noise when I was using this as, you know, to drive my speakers, but that is a problem. Let me, despite that, talk about how this sounds, because like I said, with the right headphones, it sounds fantastic. I should also add that, look, I haven't heard any other people mention a background noise or hissing, so maybe I have a faulty unit perhaps, or maybe I've just got some dodgy tubes. I don't have any other 12AU7 ones to swap these out with, but I'm surprised because all the xDuoo products I've tested, as I mentioned, have been fantastic. Even their budget tube amplifiers, headphone amplifiers that I've tested before, didn't notice any background noise there, but I definitely do with this one. Anyway, let's continue. And as far as the headphone out, this guy sounds a little bit different from what we usually hear from xDuoo amps. Well, specifically their solid state amps like the XD05 BAL and things like that. But with this one here, the tube sound, it's not as muscular or bold as those solid state amps. Instead, it gives off a bit more of a classic tubey vibe, a softness, if you will, with a bit of an analog touch. The sound is transparent and balanced, albeit with not quite as much bass extension as something like the XD05 BAL that I mentioned already. However, bass notes sound richer and fuller with the TA22. Vocals come to life with this one, and they sound extremely lifelike and engaging. I noticed the same with piano notes, a little less aggressive on the transients, but more bloom and dimension in each note. There's a similar effect on the treble. The TA22 is more forgiving than its solid state contemporaries, adding some velvet to the sound and less directness, so less etched and less contrasted. The treble is a tad more rolled off, but with rounder glowing notes that are soothing to my ears. So here we are. I'm still not sure what to think. There's so many things that I love about it. I love the way that it's got that tube out and the direct DAC out. I love the build. I love the look and design of it. It's just that background noise is so disappointing, and for that reason alone, this won't be staying on my desktop. Unfortunately, it's going to go back in the box. So keep that in mind. Like I said, if you've got big, powerful, power-hungry headphones, you're surely not going to hear any background noise, and it does sound good when the setup is right. But I'm going to wrap it up there, guys. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, give it the old thumbs up, Parfam audiophile style. And if you're new here and you want to see more content like this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And until next time, I'll see you later.